Radical.
So, let's talk about playlist. And this is for fellow content creators out there. How many of you utilized a playlist? A lot of you that upload videos aren't not even familiar with the playlist. If you have a massive channel like I do with over 1,000 uploads, I think the playlist is very helpful. In comment cuts alone, I think I have about maybe 300 comment cuts. And I think that's very helpful for a lot of people that want to, binge listen or binge watch, the channel here. I got Show Off Saturdays. I got Comment of the Week. I got Rad Response. And I think there might be another one. I only have like 4 or 5. Now, if you recall before, I used to have individual playlists for actual YouTubers. I think I had a Review Tech USA, a Metal Jesus Rocks. I had a lot of different ones. And that was fun in the beginning because, there was only like a handful. But then as things expanded and I got more requests through the years to discuss and talk about, different scams that certain YouTubers were doing, different kinds of e-beggars. As I got more requests, I realized I have a lot of different uploads on a lot of different people. And the playlist kind of got out of hand. And at one point there were like maybe 20. And I said, this is just messy. It's just messy. Ideally, I think a channel should probably have less than 10 playlists, ideally. But that's just me. I'm just kind of a clean, neat person in my real life and on YouTube as well. So I think it's just messy to have a lot of playlists. I don't want to do standalones anymore, but I think I have a lot of uploads that are deserving of being in a playlist, specifically my thoughts on e-beggars through the years. So I really don't know what to name a playlist, because if I name it like the e-beggar playlist, then there's going to be a lot of uploads to where I might be discussing a YouTuber, but maybe they technically possibly might not be defined as an e-beggar. You see, these are the decisions that a content creator has to make when they go through their channel and try to figure out how am I going to, basically give shine to a lot of my thoughts through the years. Again, this is for fellow content creators. Mostly I'm trying to reach out and talk to you guys. It's a great way, and I get a kick out of it. I get a kick out of it when somebody stops by and they leave a comment on something from years past, and it still happens from time to time, but there's a lot of great uploads I'm just thinking about off the top of my head, and I've been uploading for like 5 years now, and I kind of want to do something special. I want to make like a really, really badass playlist. Maybe possibly what I'll do is I'll call it YouTube and YouTuber discussion. YouTube and YouTuber discussion. Because there's a lot of uploads I had just talking about the platform itself, and sometimes I had discussions about YouTubers and it bled into discussions about the platform. That would take a long time for me to actually go through 5 years worth of uploads to make one like that. But I can imagine that playlist being maybe 300-400 uploads deep, so that potentially, that could be one of the best playlists, I think, on YouTube. I mean, that would be a pretty fucking badass playlist, and I could tout to people like, hey, drop into that playlist, and that's better than a lot of channels, their whole channels. Just drop into that playlist right there. Let's see, there's other things I could do. I could do a sports playlist, but I don't have a lot of sports uploads. There's a lot of things that I probably won't put in a playlist. I'm not going to put everything in a playlist. But I think that's one that a lot of my listeners might really enjoy. And like I said, I just kind of wanted to touch base with a lot of fellow content creators. And maybe, if you want to give me some feedback on, to some of you that have over 1,000 uploads and you have like massive channels to oversee, did you actually come to this problem when you're going through your uploads and trying to figure out, what to put in playlist?